wait, hold on. I see your names here, both of your names here, but I don't see any flight information at all. I was sitting on top of my suitcase in the middle of the airport, bawling my eyes out. Yeah, it literally just gets worse. It was a crazy 72 hours.
How?
Exactly. Even then I couldn't even like process it, but afterwards it's like, how would a random person's name be there if they didn't buy a flight? And he's like, oh well, you have to go upstairs to the office for them to sort it out because there's nothing I can do down here. Upstairs, figure it out. They're obviously gonna help us sort it out. Wrong. Lady is so rude, so disrespectful. Like, she doesn't even take a second to really listen to what we have to say.
There are other people like in the office, so like you can tell that she just didn't care.
No.
She was just like telling everyone the same thing pretty much.
It was like, just buy a brand new flight the day of, and you have to do it in Naira, because we had dollars with us to translate to cities when we got to Ghana. But she was like, no, it has to be in Naira, and you have to rebuy your tickets and then just call the airline later to get a refund. And we kept going back and forth, like, should we do it, should we not do it? At one point we were like, all right, let's just do it, let's just get there. We convert all of the cash that we have, all of the dollars we have, and we get up there and we're counting, and then she starts telling us about additional fees, 3% of this, 10% of this, blah 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 blah. So after we count all our money, we don't have enough to get on our flight.
10,000 short.
Yes, 10,000 Naira short, and there's nobody that can get the money to us. I had a credit card, but they said they were not taking international credit cards, all of that. So we're like, all right, you know what, let's just go home. I had been going through a really, really rough period back at home, and I booked this whole Ghana trip in the middle of my Nigeria trip to be like, oh, you know, at least it's something fun, something to look forward to. So I was just so devastated when they were like, oh, you can't go on the flight, you can't buy another ticket, your money is not enough. So I just started just crying. I was sitting on top of my suitcase in the middle of the airport, bawling my eyes out. Like, this is the worst day of my life. I know it seems melodramatic. It was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, I just could not. I just want to go home. I don't want to even do anything anymore. And she had been trying to cheer me up.
And it's just like, I mean, we're here.
Trying to convince me to go by myself, and that she would meet me the next day, like after she got money from my parents. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna go without you. The whole point was so we could go together. Because it just gets worse. We're going home. There was these soldiers that like patrol the area that we actually asked when we walked in, hey, can you tell us where this airline is? And they helped us out. So when we were leaving, they were like, where are you going? I thought you had a flight. And we were like, well, we went to them, and they were like, oh, we can't find your flight information. And they were like, hell no, you can't do that. Go to, what was the counter?
The NSA.
NCA?
It was NCAA.
NCAA, you're right. So they told us to go to the NCAA. At least, bare minimum, file a complaint. It'll be easier for us to get our money back. So we wait there forever. And eventually we have this amazing woman, Chioma something. I can't remember her last name. But after we told her what happened, she was like, no, this is not an option. That's definitely not how it happened. They're definitely trying to scam you some way. I will help you figure it out. She takes us to the airline. She helps us sort it out. And by then, we hear the final boarding call for our flight. And she's like, you guys are not missing this flight. Got our bags checked. We did all the security measures really fast. We ran through the airport barefoot.
Very movie moment.
Yes.
If you imagine, like,
dashing through the airport.
Quickly
barefoot. Yes. Trying to fill it. We eventually get on the flight. Sorry, I always look crazy while I'm editing, but I forgot that we did not include that while we were about to get on the plane, Tolu fell down the stairs and scraped her whole knee off. And she fell down and I didn't even see it. until people were like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I turned back and she is on the floor. Back to the video. The flight is only 1 hour and Ghana is an hour behind us. So we get there, we call one of my friends, Ashman. We got here, can you meet us? So he gets there, everything is great. Mind you, we just converted all of our dollars to Naira. Naira is a smaller currency than cities. So having to now convert the Naira to cities, we lost so much money.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. So we get to Ghana, everything's cool, it looks beautiful. We're like, great, we're here with our friend Ashman, heading to a hotel, and we're like, it was midnight by then, so we already missed Burna Boy, which I was really upset about because we went on at midnight and we just got there at midnight. So we headed to our hotel and we were exhausted by then. Welcome to our hotel. Hey guys, so did you book your thing through hotels.com? And I go, yeah. And then I was like, wait, no, it was booking.com. And he said,
that was a shit that just ruined everything.
because then he goes, oh, we don't take reservations from booking.com. And I was like, hold the fuck up. What are you actually talking about? I pulled out the itinerary, all of that, and I was like, is this not your hotel? He was like, yep. I was like, is this the right address? He was like, yep. I was like, is this the right information? Email, phone number? He's like, yep, everything's there. And I was like, so where's the problem? What do you mean? Can you please explain to us, like, what do you want us to do? And he's like, well, the only option you have is to book a room fresh. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Who is buying another hotel room? One, we were broke as fuck at that point because all of our money was in Naira. And we were like, okay, so do you take Naira? They were like, no, you have to be either dollars or Ghana cities. We converted just a little bit. He was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be $82 a night. We don't have that money. Where do you want us to stay? Because this is the hotel I booked. I booked it a month prior. We sat down for a while. She was on the phone with booking.com trying to figure out what was happening. We checked the confirmation number to see if it was working. They were just like, no, anything from booking.com does not qualify for us because we didn't receive that money.
He wasn't even the manager. He was just like the front desk guy. We're like, okay, can you call your manager? And he was like refusing, want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I guess. Like that was such dumb shit.
Such an idiot.
But
So he was just like, yeah, I can't call her, no. She already told us. We had a meeting like yesterday that told us no more bookings from booking.com. And I was like, yesterday? I booked this a month ago, so what are you gonna tell me? It's supposed to be nobody should book from now on after yesterday, not now everybody that had booked already no longer counts. The front desk guy calls me up and he's like, hey, I can do something for you guys. So if you give me $50, I will give you one of the rooms that we are no longer like renting out right now. You guys can go in there and sleep in there, but you have to be out by 5 a.m. It was already 1:30 in the morning.
he's so super for her.
And you already told me that you were not booking out that room, so that means you're pocketing that money. We haven't even done anything yet, and all of our money is practically gone. And he's like, well, there's nothing else I can do for you. Thank God for Ashman. If we had gone there and not known anybody, we would have been sleeping on the streets that night. He was kind and gracious enough to let us stay in his house, on his bed. I'm pretty sure he slept on the couch that night. The next day, my sister is calling booking.com. So she's calling in the morning just to get like start processing a refund for the place. And then they're like, oh, we sorted everything out. There's no problems. All you have to do is go back to the hotel. After a day of being stranded, we're finally gonna go to our hotel.
Don't say that. We don't know yet.
Yeah, right. Not jinx anything because stuff has not been working out the way they were supposed to. We're like, really? Cool, really? Okay, let's go. We're like, are you sure? Are you double
we had
sure?
gone out to breakfast on the way back, so then we just grabbed all our stuff. And then we get there. Oh, you guys, you're back. And we're like, yeah, we're back. Because, like, we have a room now. And he's like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? She just talked to them and they told us to come back. Everything is sorted.
Yeah. He's like, we didn't talk to anybody. And I'm like, how did you talk to anybody when she just told me that she talked to you?
Why would I waste my Uber money to come back to a hotel that I didn't get to sleep in? Just to see your face. Like, I did not come to Ghana to see you, homie. Thank God, as we're having this whole commotion, the manager and the owner both walk by. The manager hears it, the owner hears it. Just as we're about to leave again, she's like, don't worry, I've taken care of everything. We're giving you a room on the house.
So the reason we find out that everything has been so shitty is because of this one man, whose name I will never forget.
Found out was one of their former workers named
Paul Thompson. That put the hotel on hotels.com, has been receiving the money, has been picking up the phone, so it's just a scam. Paul Thompson, fuck you, Paul Thompson.
So wherever you are, whoever you are, you really fucked us over for like a good 2 days, and I just want to say, run up or get done up.
Listen, it's on site.
Does not work there anymore, but he's still like booking things out to people and like literally giving people rooms without having any kind of legislation over it if they actually get one.
He was targeting like people that were buying overseas. We were the third or fourth people that came just this weekend that said that they booked from booking.com, and it always
they fired him, so it was just like
he was fired. Access to all your information. Again, it's on site, Paul Thompson. If I ever see you, I don't know what he looked like, but I will just feel the energy coming off of him if I ever see him. Listen, so we put our stuff away, we change, we head to Afrochella. And that's pretty much the end of all the drama.
Yeah.
I'm gonna insert some fun clips here.
Go to Afrochella, it was boring.
Afrochella was boring as hell.
Not worth it.
I would never go back.
Because that was the only plan at the beginning. We were only gonna go to Afrochella and like hang out there for the whole day. But then like we got there and we were like, ew, this is not fun. And then we had known that there was also Afro Nation happening at the same time. So then Ashman, of course, was like, oh, we'll just get you guys tickets. Like I'm gonna be there anyway, taking pictures. Whatever. So then we go there and we have a great time.
Oh, we saw Six Black.
We see Tenny again.
Amazing, phenomenal, so funny. Yes.
Shanta Wale and like his psycho ass, like he's pretty much like a reacher.
Olamide brings him dope as it was called dancer. He still was the star of the whole thing, in
Not
my
the dancers,
opinion.
like the people running it.
The
They're
DJ.
fucking up his music.
Great ass time. It was beautiful. It was on the beach. The food was amazing. We just had a great time.
And then we just chilled on the beach.
It was super relaxing. We got back to our hotel, slept. The next day, had some fun. I will insert all of those clips at the end so you can see the fun we had after all the drama. But yes, it was definitely the wildest 3 days of my life, and that kind of panic I never want to repeat. Like,
it was invigorating, you know.
It was
really gave me the sense of like purpose I've never had.
I'm really sure it cut like some time off of my timeline because I used the stress that I was supposed to keep for like children or like, you know, paying college tuitions in that time. What does it taste like?
Like a biscuit, like you said, but then
it's like biscuit with coconut
flavor, yeah.
What's the name?
Polo.
Polo?
Yeah.
Okay, polo.
Can we chew it more?
Yeah, in the beginning you taste a little bit of coconut, and then it smells like coconut. Good. It's very good. I like it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how was your connection?
Like Ghana trip?
Yes.
Afro Nation, 10 out of 10. Everything else. Let's just get to talk about the shipping section. Different parts, just different kinds of stress. Afrochella was a 2 out of 10. What did they even do there? They just listed out. Getting there at 0, -0, -10. I don't even know for them. They owe me money, they owe me time, they owe me energy back. And then sightseeing was fun. Buying things were fun. Chilling was nice. Overall, I got an 8.
So an 8?
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty decent. The good parts really made up for the trash parts.
Yes, that's true. Absolutely. So Ghana, we came. At first she fucked with us, then you turned it around. I'd come back. Definitely. I would just have to have a place to stay besides a hotel. Yes. He saved us. Everybody, go follow him on Instagram. What's your Instagram? The link will be in the description. He has dope clothes. Well, thank you for watching this story time. Go and subscribe. Go to my website, mycatara.com, where there's a blog post that also goes with this.
Follow. I actually don't know where they are, but like,
Yeah, just do
whatever
all of
people
those.
do.
Yeah, hit the bell. Do all of that. Watch the last video. You know, do all the things.